Pongo on the TV. Pongo to the space. Pongo is the space. Everybody dance. Come on. I want to see you dance. Bongo, 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 boto. Bongo, 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 boto. Bongo, 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 boto. Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. This is so cool. Welcome to our first ever Robotown Hall. Um, we're so excited to be here. We have been, let me put myself here. Lulu is up there. So excited to be our first Robotown Hall. We have been done other kinds of events in the past where it's like every week we used to get together on Twitter Space, and just like give you updates of what we've been doing. And we decided, let's change the format. Let's change the format of that because we're innovators. We think differently. And we came into YouTube to do a YouTube stream. But I think actually this is cool because like a lot of the stuff that we talk about, it's visual, and we are there on Twitter Spaces, and we're describing, and it's blue and it's big and it's pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure that I'm sure that all of our collectors and all our listeners have rich imaginations, but we're like, let's help them just a little bit with some visuals. So today we're going to change that. It's the same format, just give you some updates on the stuff that we have been doing. And then also just, I'm realizing that I'm covering here. And then just, hold on. Yeah, just give you some updates and just like be together. Here you can also chat. You can go to the chat if you have a question or something. At the end, we'll try to just like answer those questions. But yeah, today is Robotown Hall. We'll give you some updates. It's going to be visual. It's going to be fun. We're going to at the end. We're also going to do kind of a live experience too in Robopolis, and it's going to be pretty cool. So, having said that, I would love if we have the whole team here. Well, a part of the team here. And Mila, can you share your screen so I can just put it here? This is going to be a presentation, and with different updates. We're going to be talking about Robotoland, what we have been doing on the product, what we have been doing in events, and other things. And let me see if whenever you're ready, Mila, you can share your screen, and then I can turn it on over here. And then Mila is going to be just like controlling the keynote on her side. But yeah, like what has you more excited about today, Randy?
I definitely want to see Robopolis, Robotoland. I wish I could see people's faces as they react to it.
Yes, right. I think, well, on the chat, people can just react with an emoji and also with words. So we're looking at those. So Cave Guy is the person there sharing, like reading your comments. And Mila, are you having trouble with the screen, sharing your screen? Like we cannot hear you, Mila. It's so weird. Like we cannot see you, Mila.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So.
Oh, okay. I see your screen now. And I'm going to just minimize you. And I'm actually going to, well, maximize the screen. And okay, well, that's it. Okay, we are sharing the screen and we are starting. Thank you so much, Mila. And so, yeah, like I was saying, today is a Robotown Hall. We're going to just like give you some updates. A lot of the updates are related to our roadmap. I think it's 3 months in the year. So I think it's a good idea to just like go over like, hey, we said that we're going to do some stuff. Have we done this stuff? have we actually done those things? I think we have done a little bit more than that. And I'm excited because the team has been working really hard on everything. And yeah, just like let's go to the next slide, Mila. And yeah, for today we're going to have a pull-up. So just like use your phone and just open that thing, and then you're going to receive a pull-up, and it's going to go away in 3, 2, 1.
One.
Goodbye. Okay, no more pull-up. So let's talk about like just like I want to tell you about like what we're doing, and like the what, the why, and the how. Just like to remind us of why we're here. What is this whole thing with Robotos? So the what, just like we have been thinking, and the more we talk, and the more we do organically, or what has become. Next slide, yeah. uh, uh, it is building the biggest world in the metaverse, powered by a community. This is, we think that everything that we're doing, it's related to this world that we're building, and everything that we're doing is powered by a community, because like all the things that we do, it's just like it's coming from Ron, and that is this. The idea of Ron came from the community. The idea of the Miletos came from the community. The idea of the Pongbotos living in a mountain with a fire mountain, it's coming from the community. And we want to do that, a community driven storytelling. Everything that we do is going to go towards that, of building the biggest world in the metaverse that is driven by a community. That's what we're doing. And now, like this is like what we're doing. We're using a tool that allows us to do this. And one of the first things that we realized for and a lot of projects are going through this process of building their own metaverse and their own. Hold on, let me do this. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That way we can see all of our faces. I guess that makes this thing too big. What about this? We're too many here. I'm going to turn some of you off. I'm sorry. Dave. Thank you. There you go. That looks a little bit better, and that way you can see me while we're here. So the first thing is that it's a style agnostic. That means that one of the things that we have seen is that well, we could either do learn 3D, but I'm not a 3D artist. None of us know how to do that. And also, just like, we want to work on building Robotos following that style that you like, the style that already you got a Roboto, and let's expand on that art style. So we want to use a tool that is style agnostic, also that is limitless. That means that we are allowed to just expand on next slide, Mila. And it's limitless. That means that we don't have limitations on this ischemorphic idea of land. Why bring that idea of land and limitations? And we believe that kind of mentality is just the mentality of people that are driven by hey, let's bring a scarcity so we can bring the value, and that actually comes with the idea of greed, and we're not aligned with that. It's the internet, it's the web, it's the blockchain. Why should we limit ourselves to just a little parcel with a couple of plots, and then, well, let's try to do an event there? No, let's build the world. Let's build Robopolis. Let's build the Moleto Meadows. Let's build the Cyborgo Country Club. Let's build the pirate ship. Let's build all of these worlds. And then if later we need to build another one, and then we want to give you the Roboto collector, we want you to give you the power to also build your own things. So we're not going to be able to do that if we go to other platforms that are out there. So this is what we want to do. It's a limitless platform that allows us to just keep expanding on the biggest world in the metaverse. And also, it's community centric. This means that a lot of the things are going to be coming from you. We need writers, we need performers, we need people who actually create events. We need people who are musicians and then come and actually can perform. Those things are not possible in other platforms. So like we are partnering with Bueno that is building this technology that is going to allow us to do that. And that's what we have been calling the microverse, that, to be honest, is not micro. If there's anything, it's macro. But we like to call it microverse because it feels fun. It feels like just like that we are in an intimate, just like environment where we're hanging out. That's where we call it that. But it's really, like we're saying, it's limitless, and we want to give you the collector the creative power so you can do the stuff. So that's why we're doing this, and those are the things that are driving our efforts. And yeah, what else? And yeah, so from now on, and it's been like this, Robotoland is our main focus. That means that building everything for Robopolis, the pirate ship, the disco pyramids, all of that is going to be our main focus from now on. And that's what we're going to be building. We're going to be building toys. We're going to be building, doing relationships with other partners. All of that stuff is going to be like, how can we bring it back to Robotoland? If we have an event, how can we bring it back to Robotoland? If we have a collaboration with another artist, how can we put it on our museum in Robotoland? If we have, let's create different upgrades to our Roboto, how can we do it in the Robotos workshop that lives in Robopolis? All of those things, that's how we are aligning our thinking. Okay, hopefully that's clear. Yeah, and this is a little, by the way, one of the things that you might see in Robopolis are these gigantic buildings that are a little bit inspired by brutalist design. And on these buildings, there are gigantic and monuments of slabs of concrete that defy gravity. And that's like kind of the mentality of Robotos, that they want to impose their own way of thinking. They want to impose their technology, and also pretty rational, pretty minimal, but and to also just like in a way to impose just the dominance, control over the population of Robopolis, but everything with a little smile, reminding you that everything is okay as long as you follow the orders. So you're going to see a little bit of that lore there in Robopolis. So yeah, next slide, please. I think I'm going to stop talking finally. So now, Lulu, it's your turn.
Yeah, so hello everyone. I'm excited to share some updates on what we have been working on. So, as many of you know, one of our goals is to partner with consumer brands that can help us expand the Robotos brand way beyond the metaverse. We're partnering with an award winning company that designs and manufactures tech enabled collectibles. They've worked with global brands such as Adidas, Netflix, Nickelodeon, and now Robotos. So these art toys will be either tied to an NFT or will have NFC authentication. We're also thinking about how we can make Roboto collectors parts of the process of creating this art toy. So maybe you will be able to decide whether it's going to be a Muleto or a Pirate, a Cyborgo, or a Disco Voto. This is something that we're still working on. So we will keep you posted. Next one. Yeah. So when it comes to merch, we have been working with other artists and brands to bring you one-of-a-kind merch that you will be proud to wear. So this month, we're partnering with Colt and Rain, a luxury fashion house that is launching a collection of 1K animated NFTs that will serve as a ticket to claim a physical varsity jacket, which will be made in Italy with the highest quality materials. This jacket will have a total of 5 patches, like you can see in the picture, and one of them will be Roboto themed. All the patches are made in the same factory as Louis Vuitton, Hermes, Montclair, so it's going to be incredible. We will be offering more than 200 allow list spots in Discord, so Roboto collectors can get an opportunity to claim one of these jackets. The next one. Okay, so last, we are partnering with Penguins. I don't know if you've seen him around Twitter. He's a designer that we admire so much, and he has been creating and sharing beautiful art of his favorite NFT projects. Penguins will be working on a special Roboto theme design that will be available on our shop very soon, most likely early May. I think that's it on my end. So if you go to the next one, Mira. Perfect. I think that's Randy now.
Hi, everybody. So just want to give you an update on sort of the community work that we've been focusing on. For a long time, we've had a lot of really talented people in our community that have brought really good ideas to the forefront. We've had an ideas channel for a long time. Sometimes these things have bubbled up into ideas and lore and songs and art in the community. I think one thing that has been expressed and we heard from the community was just that needs a little bit more structure as far as how do we take those ideas and bubble them through some sort of process to not only just get community oversight on, but then push them through into projects really that can be implemented and funded, I think more importantly. So we're calling this the DPP, the Decentralized Proposal Process. Totally open to better acronyms than that, but that's what we've got right now. But ultimately, it's a process that is designed to, I'd say, empower our community, and then just allow those ideas that come through that pipeline to be promoted, to be implemented, and ultimately funded. So ultimately, like, the way that will work is ideas will be bubbled up. We're going to use a tool called Discourse that will be token gated for Roboto and RoboPet owners, so that their ideas can be submitted. Once a certain basic level of criteria is met, those ideas are then voted on. If an idea receives a certain, we could call it a quorum, we could just call it a certain level of support from the community, then it's going to move on to kind of that next phase of getting really into the actual budget of what these things are going to cost and aligning. Sometimes there's legal issues we need to consider. The proposal then will go in front of the team so that the team can ensure that it's in alignment with all of the great things we're talking about here, as far as just brand values, that it aligns with Roboto Land, all the sort of things that have been talked about already. And then really it goes to a snapshot vote. So there's a lot of work I'm kind of glazing over here, but ultimately, like, this is just a full process. I think the other piece, and we talked about this a little bit, is this is a community that owns the project. Robotos is a community-owned project, so this requires all of us to step up, and if we have ideas, own those ideas, build teams around those ideas, and follow this process. The other part, then, the last part, is just getting the funding for it. So once all those criteria are met and the community has voted on it, it aligns with the team values. That's where these projects, there are funds to continue supporting and growing our community, and that's what really excites me, is just seeing where this goes and see what kind of ideas come up. So for the next, I would say, like 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to be opening up that Discourse tool. That's really confusing for me with Discord and Discourse. But so and we'll be running some example projects through there. So really look forward to your feedback on that, and most importantly, everybody's ideas in alignment and kind of are just working together and growing the project.
Thank you, Randy. It's my time. I'm gonna do a small recap of the events in LA, and also I'm going to walk you through some of the events that are upcoming this year. So NFT LA started with Pablo as a speaker in this amazing panel. It was about inclusivity, and there were like these amazing people that work here in the NFT world: Stanley Bishop, Swan Sid, who's a rock star of Clubhouse, Laura Jaramillo from Friends with Benefits, and also Invert from Cyberkunks. It was a really, really, really cool experience. Maybe you have seen some videos around there. Pablo spoke mostly about the power of the community, and it was really, really, really beautiful. Also, we had this event sponsored by Bueno with Wonderpals, and it was amazing. Like, we have those gigantic cyborgs and robots all around the Ace Hotel. Something cool is that like we have just 100 tickets, and suddenly we had a big line outside, and like we decided to open it up, and we received 160 persons. They were having a lot of fun, taking a lot of pictures. We prepared these little boxes with alpha, with merch inside. And something that it's really cool, and it's our promise, is to give you merch in our event. So yeah, like try to book some space to go to the next one, to grab some pins, to grab some t-shirts, some alpha boxes. There were a lot of collectors. I didn't post all the pictures because I don't know if they want to dox themselves. But yeah, we had like a lot of fun. Here's Mina with a bunch of Wonder Pals. It was a really, really, really cool meetup. Also, we are really excited, and this is kind of a dream for us to go to Japan. We are going to have two main events there. The first one is a design conference. Pablo is a lead speaking of Design Matters Tokyo. And this is really important because we are going to speak about all the work we have done in Robotos to 1,000 creatives in Asia. So I truly believe that this opportunity will help us to inspire like this generation of creatives and show them like this beautiful work that we have done. And also, this is like I'm over the moon because of this. Like we're going to be doing an event in Shibuya Scramble Square. Shibuya Scramble Square is like this really iconic place in Japan. It's the world's biggest crossing. So, and also it's like one of the, or I think it's like the world's busiest crossing. And also it has like the rail station with like also like the most crowded rail station in the world. And we're going to be there having a live painting performance and also an exhibition inside the mall. And we will exhibit the original paintings that we are going to be doing live. And also, we are going to create some NFTs around them. These original paintings will be created by Pablo, by me, by Bidi, and also we are going to invite some really cool uh, artists from Japan. Also, we are going to Beacon. This is going to be really fun on May. So if you are planning to go, see you there. We're going to have a bunch of stickers, pins, and surprises. And also, we are going to NFT NYC on June 21 to June 23 in New York City. And yeah, I promise that I'm gonna wear a mask. I'm gonna be like super, super conscious about it. And yeah, we will stay safe this
Thank
time.
you so much, Mila. That's going to be a lot of stuff, a
Yeah,
lot of places that we're going to visit. Are we ready? Well, it feels like every event that we go, we catch a new version of COVID. Let's see what
I
happens.
know. I know. And you know what? I'm so excited of Japan, but I'm also really afraid of the jet lag. Like
Yeah.
we have a lot of stuff to do there, but like we will be in the future, so I don't know.
Well, we'll go through. And by the way,
Yeah.
are you also going to go, Lulu? Are you going to Japan?
Tan tan tan.
Pressure. Peer
Yeah,
pressure.
no, it's just I need to go to the embassy and
Yeah,
do the
apparently going to
paperwork.
Japan is not like, oh, you just like show up and
Not
that's
a
it.
city.
No.
It's we have been on like our passports for permit and the embassy and all that stuff. So it's been a process.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, so now I think it's my turn to talk, and I think it's been something that people have been asking about. It's just like, what's going on with the animated show, Pablo? What's going on with the TV show? Is that even happening? It's not happening. It is happening. It just like takes time. Okay. So thank you for being so patient. Thank you for understanding that, hey, an animated show, you actually have to draw it. And then it's just like, hey, there's like 12 frames for every second, every 12 drawings for every second. So that takes a little bit of time. And not even that, just writing it, thinking about it, it takes so much time. But we do have some updates. It's actually been an amazing process because we have been, next slide, Mila. We have been talking to the production is in process, and we have been talking to just like the production company, also the team of writers who are amazing, and I'm super excited because like I am new to all of that. I'm new to the Web3 too, but who isn't new? So whoever says like, "Oh, I've been in Web3 for like 6 years," they might be lying. I don't know. There's some people. There are some of you, but here on this, I'm learning a lot. I'm going through the process. There's a lot of stuff that I cannot share, but I'm going to try to do better. I know that you are just like, I will give us something, Pablo. And whenever we are ready, and the marketing team from the show, we're ready to start like sharing some stuff. We'll start sharing some stuff, and I mean, you know this. If there's anyone that likes sharing, is me. I'm a spammer. I'm always spamming, and I'm always oversharing, and my team is always like, Pablo, don't talk about that stuff. But on this one, I did sign an NDA, so I cannot share a lot of stuff. I don't want to get in legal trouble. Okay, guys. Okay. Also, there's other stuff. There's not just a TV show. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna tell you anything because again, I signed an NDA. But I'm pretty sure that I can say that there's other stuff, some secrets. Okay, so next thing is going to take back a look at some of the stuff on a roadmap that if I remind you again, our main focus is building Robotoland. Since building our main Robotoland is our main focus, we're just like, hey, putting all our energy on that community-driven storytelling. Then we're changing some of the points here. Next slide, Vila. For example, one of the things that we had on our roadmap is having a music project, and we're shifting the direction of that. Hey, go back. We're shifting the direction of the music project for it to become a soundtrack. It's still a music project, but instead of being a record, it's going to be actually a soundtrack for Robotoland. So you enter Robopolis, there's going to be a song. You enter the world of the pirates, there's going to be another song. So we're collaborating with musicians, but with the focus of a putting music in Robotoland. So still a music project, but not exactly how we thought in the beginning. And it's cool because like, hey, we're adapting to our priorities. Next slide. Also, we said, hey, we're going to put some 3D characters for other metaverses. We're shifting our focus. Instead of building the 3D characters, we're going to do the 2D, like the characters you already have learned to love. We're going to make them the full body. So that's going to be something that we're also building to Robotoland. Next slide, please, Mila. And yeah, so like, hey, here's a sneak peek of how they're going to start looking. And this is just like, hey, different superpowers, different abilities. This is going to give you, and then suddenly like, hey, it's not just going to be a floating a floating square, which is actually kind of nice. I don't know, I like it too. But hey, it's going to be pretty cool to actually bring legs and then bring extra superpowers there on Robotoland. So we're shifting our focus to that. It's still about the characters and expanding on the characters, but this way. Next one.
To use
Mila, you
some
were turned off, so like you were not in the call. Okay, what were you saying?
that like I have a question. What would you prefer, to wear some beautiful red Converse or to wear the golden boots?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the golden boots. But we don't have it here. But also the flying little things, the orbs. I think those will be pretty cool too. But yeah, let's go to the next slide. So another thing that we are, will the legs be interchangeable? Yeah, of course. That's the whole thing, because you go to the Robotics workshop. In the Robotics workshop, you upgrade yourself, and then you say like, hey, you know what? These legs are not anymore. Like you might use the tractor legs when you go to I don't know, like to a difficult part to walk in the Discord pyramids because it's desertic. But you might want your golden boots if you have the enough experience points and enough. Uh, enough tokens to buy them, then you can get them and then go to the Disco Inferno, so you could potentially just change them from your inventory. So yeah, good question. I saw that question there from someone in the audience. Next slide. So Roboto and LAN will be separate. One thing that we had said on our roadmap is the idea of bringing that your Roboto is your piece in Robotoland. If you sell your Roboto, then you're selling also your piece. You're selling your place in Robotoland. We're saying, sorry, that was my idea. I thought that was going to be cool, right? Because then you already have your land. It's going to create some pretty cool tokenomics and just like, hey, some weird mechanics. That was dumb. That was the dumbest idea. So now we're saying like, no, you're still going to get a place in Robotoland if you are a Roboto collector, but that place is going to be separate from your Roboto. So you get it, and if you want to trade it, you want to create something, you want to get more of those places in Robotoland, you can get them. And if you want to sell your Roboto, you can sell your Roboto, and you still have your piece in Robotoland. So those two are going to be separate. It's just a shift on our mentality of how we do it. We'll share later how the mechanics of that is going to work. And next one.
This one is that
Can you put the slide where what it says?
This is about suits as tokens. They become
I think we had to delete that. Yeah. So another thing that we had said is that suits as tokens, and we're realizing, yeah, there's still going to be tokens as like NFTs, but they're going to be wearables. Again, Robotoland, it's our main focus. That's what we're doing. So hey, where are you going to use these suits as tokens? Where are you going to be using them in Robotoland? So you can change them, you can walk around. Again, if you go to the Disco Inferno, you might want your pretty shiny wearable, so you can just like be the light of the party. And so yeah, those are shifts on a roadmap to just align with our main focus. That's it. And next slide. Yeah. Why? Because we are, one of the first things that we're building in Robotoland is Robopolis. You guys voted, everyone in the community voted for this. There were 3 different options, and you voted for Robopolis. And we have been working on this. Robopolis is massive. It's huge. It just like has so many things. And I'm going to do a demo of it. Is there another slide, Mila?
No, just a reminder.
Just a reminder, Robotoland is our main focus. And we are working on community-driven storytelling. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to turn off your screen, Mila, and I'm going to, hey, look at us. Hey. I'm going to just share my screen. What is that?
Korean hearts.
Oh, yeah, Korean hearts. And I'm just going to go to here on Figma. Can you see my screen? That's the question of the century, I think. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to also just turn on JBoto if you're here. Yeah.
Whoa, infinite.
Yeah. So JBoto, you're here. Just getting here anytime that you want to, okay, Jason? JBoto is pretty much a genius behind the Microverse. And I want to tell you about the Microverse. The Microverse is a tool that is being built by Bueno. Bueno is building all the technology behind this. and we're pretty much just like partners in this. Whereas like we're just like we're giving the needs. I need a massive world. Okay, well, we're going to need to improve the performance of the microverse to support a massive world. Okay, well, I need other people to help me while I am building something, because it's kind of hard to just do it by myself. It's like, okay, well, we're going to do multiplayer edit access, and it's just like stuff that the community, other builders are helping us, and Robotos, we're just like dog fooding this and just like using this to build our world. And the microverse is a 2D experience in which communities can create worlds to hang out, have fun, and build a sense of belonging. And we're pretty much just like building. It's crazy, but we're building a live multiplayer tool. And I say we because I'm also part of the Bueno team. Multiplayer tool that allows builders to create their own microverse in an easy way and bring utility to their collectors, to their community. And it's a platform for players to interact with their communities. And one of the things that I had mentioned in the beginning, it's a style agnostic. That means that we can use the Roboto style and we can just expand on it. And later, if I want to do 3D objects, I can do that too. And if later I want to do isometric, and one of these worlds I want to make it isometric, I can do that too. I can use Procreate, I can use Illustrator, I can use Figma, whatever I want to use on my design tool, I can use it, because it's a style agnostic. It's not dictating what I use. It's not, oh, you have to do voxel, oh, you have to do pixel art, or you have to do it in a 3D object that follows these rules. No, it's not like that. So it's which is great for as an artist. It's great because then I can be pretty creative on what I can do. It's also limitless. It's not it's not tied to a little parcel and a little piece of land. No, I can just like tomorrow build another world, and then that way I can just like, hey, we can have a new party for a new event, and maybe we need Ron needs to go to the cave because Ron is just like feeling pretty bad and just like wants to have a place for him for himself. Well, we can build a cave for Ron. We are going to be able to do that, and it's also powered by tokens. And I'm not going to go into detail by that, but well, one of the things is this: it's just like it's powered by communities. You can token gate any entrance for anything. For example, yesterday we had we attended an event, we raided a party from the Dirtyverse, and it was just the Dirtyverse, and it was token gated. You can only enter the club if you were a dirty bird. But I talked to some people there, and they got us on the VIP list, and they added Robotos. So then suddenly we were Robotos in the Dirtverse inside, and those were the only ones allowed. And I think that there were other two collections who were allowed. So you can token gate, you can wallet gate, and also the idea is that every community can do their own token, can do their own economy in their own world, and that's exactly what we're doing. So let me tell you about how this world works. Again, Microverse, don't be fooled by the word micro, because micro is just, it's fun, you know, it's just like micro machines, you know, ha ha ha. But with these micro machines, you will build my gigantic world, right? You will build a gigantic race. That's what we're doing. So in Robopolis, it's a community world that is Robotoland. And here we have what we call, maybe we changed the name of this, but it's the gods, the god mode. And that's, for example, me, I have admin access, and as an admin I can create multiple worlds. I can create, for example, Robopolis. Later I can create the Disco Pyramids, I can create the Muleto Lands, I can create the Punk Mountain, the Pirate Ship, also just like the I think we had a Mustache Forest. Maybe that's something that we also create. And I can do it. I'm not tied again to a parcel that I have, because I am in God mode and I can do whatever I want. But also, we want to give access to people in the community. So maybe some people who are pirates, who are community leads, and they want to, I mean, I can do some stuff, but ideally there's other people who are helping. So other people who are pirates, they can help do activities, build a world, change it in the pirate ship. Others on the Muletos, like for example, I'm pretty sure that Cousin Terry will want to have some control here in the Muleto Meadows, and Juan will want to have some control here in the Punk Mountains. That's the idea, where all of these are controlled, even though they're the official pieces of the world, the official parts of the world. They can still be, we can still give access to the community leaders to those pieces. But other than that too, there's also you, the individual, you, the collector, and you can also have your piece of land, your piece of the Roboto land. And so all the collectors can also create their own experiences, their own world where it might be private. They just want to have their own little room, their own, I don't know, just like a private living room or something, and maybe just invite some people. But maybe others want to build an actual little city, a lot of some town, and maybe they want to have a garage sale where they sell their NFTs or sell the things that they have been finding on the quest that they have gone on the world, and they can go and just sell that stuff. So and maybe even build their own shop or build their own minting that is related to Robotos. All of that stuff you'll be able to do on your own, and it's all inside this community-driven world. So just like I go back, I keep saying community-driven, and the idea is that all of this world, like I was saying, some of us will have this God mode, the admin access. It's just like it allows us to create different things, but also we want to give access to different people, different creatives in the community. So, like, the NPCs are not going to write themselves. The events are not just going to be created by themselves. We need producers. We need people who come and perform. We need city planners, city builders, architects. We need artists. We need writers. So all of that stuff. It's like I keep seeing some people, wish is pretty flattering. They say like, oh, Pablo Stanley is like Disney, who is building Disneyland. And it's like, well, that's pretty cool, but I'm pretty sure that that Walt Disney didn't work by himself. He had a fantastic team around him that allowed them to create a fantastic world, and that's what we want to do. So on Discord, we're going to create an invitation for people who want to be part of this. So if you want to be a writer and you want to contribute, what's going on? Let me share my screen. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. Sorry about that. If you want to plan a city, if you are an architect and you want to build some of the stuff, or an artist and you want to build some of the trees and some of the assets, we want to invite you so you can help us. And so, yeah. And now you, as one of the people who are there, or you as a collector who has a piece on Robotoland, there are different things that you'll be able to do. One of them is, for example, NPCs, non-playable characters. And those are live right now. Already we have, the team has, oh my God, they have built this stuff, and we have already built some really small stories. But NPCs will help us just like create quests, create stories, like make these worlds pretty rich. And for example, here, you start seeing like the tool that we have been creating on the dialogue builder. This is the newest design. We haven't implemented, but I'll show you how it's actually working, how the live version of it is working. Also, one of the things is that we added emotes just so people can express how they feel when they're doing something. Also, we like items and tokens that you find in quests. Like that's something also that we are having. But if you find stuff where you're going to need an inventory, right, for your wearables and for the things that you find on your quest, that's something also, just like for changing your player and to see what wearables are compatible with your NFT. Also, all of that stuff we're building. So again, a lot of different things that we're building because we believe that we want to create an economy here. We want to create a world where people hang out, have fun, and just like build together. And now, okay, well, these are screenshots, Pablo. Like, does it even work? Yes, it works. It actually works. Because like sometimes you will hear others that say that they have their metaverse, but they don't have it. But ours actually works. So, which is crazy that you realize that some of them don't. And where ours, we are already building this, and actually building different worlds has allowed us to really improve the tools as we go. So as you can see here, you as a token collector, you'll be able to just come here to the world, and I can see J Boto coming here. That this is a racetrack that we built. I'm going to select one of my RoboPits. So over here, I have play access, but I also have admin access. Hey, I love that you have. Yeah, look, we added emotions. By the way, if you want to come, can come to the microverse.art/robotos/ short circuit, and you'll be able to come here and join us live. But yeah, like we have. Hey, I see some people here joining us, and yeah, if you press 129, you can actually see it working. And now, since I have access to build here, I can move stuff around. So you're going to see here that all of this stuff, I have some tools here. I have tools that I go from play to build. And now, as a builder, I have different access to different tools that I can do. For example, I can change all the hitboxes. Oh my God, what is going on? All these hitboxes that block characters from going places that I don't want them to, because it's a racetrack, right? I don't want people going over here. I don't want the people to go over here. So all of these things are actually blocking people around, and this allows us to create this immersive world where it's like, oh yeah, of course I cannot go through here because this is a piece of land, but also I can just go and move things around. I can go and just like, hey, suddenly, like, and I'm pretty sure everyone is seeing live all of these elements that I'm just like moving here around, and I'm moving them, and people are seeing them live. Now, the cool thing too, in JBoto, could you also move some stuff? Because the cool thing about this is that I am not the only one who is a builder. I can, and also Mila. Oh, did you just move that, Mila? Yeah, I don't know if you see this, but Mila is moving things around. Like that thing, that means that multiple people can be working on the characters, on the world at the same time, which allows us to create games. For example, the other day, we had a race here, and there were three different people who were the racetrack trolls, and they were moving objects around. So every time people were coming around the racetrack, suddenly the racetrack had moved, and there were different obstacles, and that made it really fun because like the community was helping on just like make the things more dynamic. Also, I told you about like the NPCs, and I'm going to show you how NPCs work. For example, I have this character, have this element, and I can add any interaction to it. I can add a portal, I can add an animation, I can add music, I can add gags like confetti and fireworks, but I can also add something that we're calling dialogue. And if I go and I go already added some dialogue, so I'm going to go to edit this dialogue. Oh, I think I kept that thing open. So I'm going to go to edit the dialogue. There you go. So I have my dialogue editor here. And from here, I can just like, hey, hello, Racer, need home. And nay, I got it, thanks. But maybe there's another answer that they say like, please. Or maybe it says like, yo, bye. Now I go and test it. And I think everybody should be able to test this live. And I should give them a different answer now. Where am I? Oh, I'm here. So now I go here and it's like, hey, hello, research. Nice to tips. Yes, please. Now I got it. Yo, bye. And that ends the conversation. So it makes it really easy for, like, for example, for us, if you are a writer, if you have someone that has the stories to tell, you're able to come here and build NPCs with us in a really easy way. You can come here and just like, hey, go to the edit dialogue, and you're pretty much just like going to add different ways that you respond. Did you know that your speed goes up? For example, this is when I created this, it was more like giving tutorials. Like, hey, if you press shift, you can like, hey, increase your speed while driving. It's like, oh, nice, thanks. Oh, tell me more. There's a secret passes the certain size. Can you find it? Yeah, there's a little shortcut around there. More. And it's like some robots have edit access, which means that they can move obstacles around. So I have edit access to all of that. And I can say like, no, instead of like next block, they just open something. For example, here, instead of just ending it, I said like, a restart, because it says like, can you tell me all again? And then that brings the character, the player back to the beginning. So now all of this is just dialogue right now, but the idea is that all of here, there will be items, there will be token gating. So we will see if you actually found, for example, let's say that you have a character that says like, hey, I lost my glasses, like, hey, I lost my glasses. And can you find them? The last place where I used them was on the beach. And then you go to the beach, and then you're going to potentially find another character that tells you like, hey, I found these glasses. And then it gives you an item. And that's the kind of stuff that we're going to be able to do here. Add a token that is like, or an item that is like, for example, glasses. And then now on that other character gives you the glasses. Then you come back here, and then we're going to be able to look at your inventory. And if in your inventory there's the glasses, then there's another conversation that says like, oh, you found my glasses. Here's a reward. And then it gives you a little treasure, a little token of appreciation. So that's the kind of stuff that we're building here, that we're really excited because it allows us to create different stories, like connect different communities, connect different worlds, and in a way that I don't think anyone else is doing out there. We are allowing others to contribute on or storytelling, and we're making it really easy so anyone can come and be creative with us. I need wheat in my inventory. Oh my god! So yeah, so that's it. Jason, do you what else am I missing?
Let's see. You covered quite a bit there. I do have some of the instant portals set up. They're the two like diamond structures.
The diamond structures.
I've seen that some people in here have discovered them already.
Look at that! And hold on. And where's the other diamond structure?
It's in the yeah. You're about.
It's
to
over
find it.
here. I love it. Hold on. I'm going to move this, and I'm going to move the. I suppose I want to move the spawn point over here, so it's next to it, right? Yeah. So I'm going to move this spawn point over here. So now, if I go here, oh no, hold on. No.
Let's see.
Yeah. So now I go here.
And then
You see that? Magic. So we're adding elements like this that allows us to just like, hey, magically without an interaction, just go here. And all of this is really just a portal. Hey, and this is going to be a shortcut that you're going. Apparently, we're giving an alpha here on the race, but here a portal that gives you. Hey, does it have an indicator? Is it instant? Like, hey, does it have permissions? Maybe only but for example, we had it everyone, all players, but we can also gate the access of it. So, for example, what is Roboto's OpenSea? Let me check the or contract number address. And oh my god, how do you find this?
Here, then details,
and then contract address, and I just copy that, right? From Etherscan.
Yeah, there's a little copy button, or in the URL.
Hold on, there's a copy button
on Etherscan.
On Etherscan. So on Etherscan, I just going to copy the contract, and if I come back, I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to say add contract address, and that means that only Robotos, only if you have a Roboto, you can take that shortcut. If you have a different token, you're not going to be able to take the shortcut, my friend. I'm sorry. No Robopets. You see that Robopet trying to get in? I'm sorry. You have to. I am a Robopet and I cannot take it anymore. See, it's not working anymore because it's token gated. But let's actually, let me go back and change my NFT to a Roboto, and now it should work. Hold on. Oh my God, I have a lot of these things.
There's a question in the comments about if we'll be able to host hundreds of people, and yes, absolutely, to hundreds, hopefully thousands, and maybe hundreds of thousands. We're planning on making the scope quite big, so we're thinking of it in terms of a metaverse. So it'll be definitely yes to supporting thousands of players.
I mean, didn't on our announcement of the roadmap, wasn't it like 500 or something?
Yeah, we've already hit up to I think 700. 700. And yeah, so we're already clear on the multiple hundreds. The next, there'll be some challenges in making hundreds of thousands, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Oh my God, I'm coughing like crazy. Okay, crazy. So oh my God. Sorry about that.
Take your time, Pablito.
So last but not least, I want to show you Robopolis, the world that we are still building. We're still putting together. It's massive. It's gigantic. For example, this plaza. Pablo, it's so empty, this plaza. Yes, because this is where we're going to be hosting events. This is where the DJ set is going to be. Don't you get it? This is where we're going to just like, hey, usually there are some events and music events where you go to the plaza, like the the government plaza, and then they put a stage, right? Well, that's exactly what we're doing here. That's why it's so open here, because we're going to be able to put a stage. We're going to put some maybe on Sundays people can sell their stuff, so they can put their little shops, different things, activities that they can happen in Robopolis. And now you're going to see here that, for example, we're starting to put like different here Ron that is likes telling dad jokes. How do robotos pay for things? I don't know how. With cash, of course. Oh, is that a token? Like people, everybody's there. Token. It's like, no, cash as in actually your memory, not cash as in money. Get it? No, I don't. Anyway, if you want to go, just like listen to Ron's dad jokes, you can robo dad jokes, you can go here. But for example, here, if you want to go up, you use a portal. And then if you want to go to the other side, you use a portal here. And if you come back, you use a portal here. And later you come back over here. And you can also talk to the police. Here, the popo. It's a little bit actually to that popo. I don't know why, but we cannot talk. But this popo, it's hello, Roboto citizen. Keep being orderly. We're here to protect and keep peace. We're watching you. Wait, watching me? Yes, we see everything. Okay, bye. Yeah, some of these robots are a little bit weird. They're a little bit, I don't know. You see them. I want to tell you about that style that I was telling you. I don't know if you see this, but these, and I'm going to make this screen a little bit smaller so you can see them. These buildings are pretty inspired on brutalist design. And Mila, are you there? Yeah, you're Mila. You're there. So you can tell us about like the different architects that we got inspired for building this. They pretty much just like are gigantic slabs of concrete, just like using raw materials. And our idea is just like this pretty rational, like emotionless kind of buildings, where like the only emotion that you see is just a little smile watching you, seeing your every move. A little bit
Yeah.
of inspired also with Big Brother. So because we believe that robotos here in Robopolis, they want to remain controlled. They want to keep everything like in order, because they're programmed to behave in a certain way. So they want you to follow the orders. But that's why there are muletos. They say like, I don't follow your orders. And they went to muleto meadows. They're the pirates that say like, I don't want to follow those things. I am my own roboto. And they went and they joined a pirate gang. That's the kind of stuff that, but here in Robopolis, everything has to be orderly until later, maybe the, yeah.
Getting a little bit nerdy into like brutalism. Like I just want to share really quick that like one of our biggest inspirations to build this city is an architect, a Mexican architect called Agustin Hernandez, and he made this thing called pre-Hispanic futurism, which is like a Mexican brutalist city of the future. And yeah, he's like one of the last living masters of the 20th century modernism. And yeah, he's a legend. Like he inspired, for example, Blade Runner, Total Recall. He's still alive, which is really cool. And yeah, he has like this exactly that house.
Look at
It's
this and look at
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's not like, yo, what's going on? I think he will be flattered that we took some inspiration from his craft, from his artistry, and just like on building this world, because we believe that robotos will do the same. We'll look at his work and we like, hey, we should build something like that.
Yeah, so if you see pyramids, brutalism, pre-Hispanic references, Mexican random stuff all around Robotoland, now you know why.
By the way, we since Robopolis is so massive, we added public transportation. It comes in pretty handy. You go over
It,
here, and then you
it's
could,
the fastest. Like, actually, it's like the fastest transportation in the world, Pablo. I don't
yeah.
know, like,
And by the
if
way,
you realize that.
yeah. And by the way, we're starting to expand different parts of the city. For example, these ones, they're not government buildings. So you can see that they have a different style. They're a little bit more homey. For example, later, we're thinking of maybe putting it up for rent. We have a library, checkups for different things that you can do with your Roboto, a wellness center. We have someone on Discord who is like a once that it helps us with meditation and wellness. They're going to have their space here. Also, just like a ice cream, a tailor, well, for all the wearables that are like high class wearables, like a custom made. They're going to be here. And also over here, we have, well, this part is still closed, but since I am a builder, I can just move this here and I can actually come here and I'm going to block this space here. I'm sorry, you cannot come down here. But we're going to have a cinema, we're going to have a salon, an arcade, and again, all of this is under construction. So you see here that you cannot enter. But yeah, like building different stuff here. It's we're really excited of how things are going and just like how the team we have been all building. But we cannot do it by ourselves. So we're going to need people to help us come here and be part of our community of builders. So we need writers, we need performers, we need event planners. We need people who plan meditation sessions for a wellness center. We need people who goes to the library and just like, hey, let's do a reading session. Like all of that stuff. That's the kind of stuff that we want to bring the community to help us here. Like because this is where we see our future. This is the what we are building, and yeah, we're really excited for this.
Yeah, and a big shout out like to all the builders that are helping us like to build this. Uh, you're awesome.
Yeah, Jboto, you are awesome. You have been single-handedly just like built a lot of the technology behind this, and it's amazing to see. Just like it's crazy
It
because like
works.
it
Like it
works. Yeah,
works really,
That's
really
the fun
good.
thing. It is cool. We're growing the team too now. It's really cool to start to see. We have more engineers on it now. We have more designers, all this stuff, and everyone's really coming together. Things are picking up the pace, so it's pretty exciting.
so yeah, so that's our update. Let me bring Lulu. Let me bring the rest of the team up so we can all be here. I see Cave. I don't see Randy anymore, but yeah, like easily tells answer on the video. But thank you so much, everyone who was here. Thank you for this. But thank you, team, for preparing this. But I was wondering, Lulu, Cave, Jivoto, Mila, do you have anything else to share?
No.
Just super excited. I know you guys have put a lot of work into this. There's so many great community members out there. Terry, I see you. The Mileto gang have to represent. Um, but yeah, we're just, it's so exciting. And I can't wait for what the future holds. So just thank you all. It's amazing.
Awesome, awesome. Well, then that's it. Lulu, you had something to share?
No, I don't have anything else, but I'm really excited about the future of Robotus. I don't know if anyone in the audience has any questions, but I don't see any new questions.
Yeah, I don't see any more questions from Microverse. It's on the last year.
This is amazing. Like all this presentation, like I would love to make like a recap. Like we went from the vision that we are building the biggest world in the metaverse powered by a community, which is amazing. Then Pablo explained it us like why community driven storytelling is important, why for us it's really really important to have this agnostic style, why our metaverse is limitless, why is community centric, why Robotoland is our main focus. Then Lulu, you spoke about some really cool art toys partnership, about the merch. I'm really excited like to have my in real life jacket. Like this is going to be like the first really luxurious item I own. So I'm looking forward to it. Also, so excited to have Penguin doing these t-shirts with us. Then Randy explained to us everything about the decentralized proposal process or DPP and how your ideas will get into this system in which we will help you to have more power and to actually build them. Then I walk you through the events and Japan, NFTLA, Beacon, Pablo. The TV show is still a mystery. Like we
It's
asked all
going.
the time, and you didn't like share with us that much, but we trust you. The TV show is going to be awesome, and I know that you have some secret surprises that will add more value to the TV show, and I'm looking forward to it. It was like I think it was really cool and really healthy to speak about like the new routes that we are taking with our project, with the music, with the 3D characters. I'm really excited to have my Roboto with Converse, and also, Roboto and Land will be now separate. But I saw a question like here that they were asking if they will get one Land, one Roboto, and
We'll have the answer later.
Pablo will answer that later. Okay. You didn't let me give the alpha, but that's okay.
No.
And also, you share us about the suits as tokens that will be wearables in our wonderful world. And yeah, Robotoland is the main focus. Robotoland, it's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all this journey with us, Pablito.
And also, last but not least, but also, we're going to need your help on building
Yeah,
this. So we're going to just like put it out there. So if you want to help us building this world, we are going to need writers, performance, event planners, city planners, all of that stuff. So if you have, we'll put the details later. But yeah, but that's it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining. Let me put some music. I think it's obviously we love. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye.
have a good one. Beep boop.
Beep boop. Beep boop.